Hello everybody and welcome back to another Thursday Thought. Today I thought I would share with you, somebody's mad they can't come inside. I thought I would share with you the fact that horses and horse ownership is very experimental. Horses are an experiment in many different ways. From training to feeding, there's all kinds of things that are very experimental. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The first person to ever ride a horse did not have a horsey handbook. They said, this animal, it's big, it's sturdy. Let's try to ride it. And they started coming up with ways in how to do it. Now, as we have improved, we have learned better ways, more ethical ways, more efficient ways. We have learned what the horse's brain is like, all by doing experimentation. So, part of that too is the right and wrong way to do everything. Now, there's definitely abuse versus teaching. There's definitely that. And it is very obvious if that's what it is. But there's also strict training versus more lax training. The whole, positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, whatever. So my whole thing is, for example, with the experimentation for me personally has been supplements. And a lot of it has to do with whatever horse I have at the time. So at one point I was trying this new supplement with Buddy because he had a lot of arthritic issues. Tried this new supplement, did wonders for him, was amazing. Used it until the day he died. Now I'm looking into more kinds of supplements, more natural supplements. I'm actually getting ready to try one soon. There'll be a video on that later. But just to see what the difference is, what makes it different, how is it going to help my horse? If there's anything that might be an issue as far as sudden drop in weight, there might be a gut issue, sudden issues with irritability, might be ulcers. There's so many different things that you have to think about. And that's why I say that horses and owning horses is an experiment. Because there are things that, actually, it's funny, this is another thing. For a long while, I was trying to put a bridle on Dash. And I was being very gentle, very careful. I always take apart the bridle because I want him to know that I consider him when I'm putting his bridle on. I know that he has the plaque in his ears, and it has and can be painful. It's not horribly painful. He's a little bit of a drama queen, but I want him to know that I respect him enough to take apart his bridle. Now, the problem is you have to know where the difference between I'm doing this because it hurts and I'm doing this because I know that if I do it, I can get away with it and I don't have to do anything that I don't want to do as far as hard work. And when you know that balance, then you know how to react to the horse. So for a while there, I would take apart his bridle, I'd go to put it on, and he would just go out all crazy. And he realized that when he did that, it would back me off. Well, I also realized that if I didn't make sure to be like, hey, I'm going to put this bridle on you, whether you act like this or not, because we're going to do this. And he was fine. He never had any problems or pain. Once it was on, he was fine. Never acted like it bothered him. It was just the fact that I was having to put it on. So after a while, I would start doing this. I would be like, okay, I'm going to associate not putting your bridle on with extra hard work. So I would give him one chance in the barn. If you pulled away from me in the barn while I was trying to put on your bridle, we would go out into the round pen and I would try it again. As soon as you pulled your head back, I would step away from you and make you run the round pen. Then we would try again. And then every time you pulled back, we would run around the round pen. So you would understand that you have less work and it's more comfortable and it's easier for you to just let me put the bridle on. Because ultimately, horses are lazy and they don't want to do any more work than they have to. So if he knew that not putting the bridle on meant more hard work, he was less likely to pull. So it got to the point then, as we progressed, that I would try to put the bridle on, he would pull, I would take him out to the round pen, and when I tried to put it on in the round pen, he wouldn't pull back because he realized, oh, we're in the round pen. Now, The most he does is every once in a while, not every time. It's almost like it catches him off guard every once in a while. He'll just kind of do this little, oh, like that. But he never pulls back, doesn't do any of that kind of stuff. He's chill now. So, like I said, horses are an experiment. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and this little bit of insight. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.